Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of a Fan Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have Professor Flowers, and that's it. No RC, no T Wright,
just the two of us.
No T Gat, just the two of us. That's right. Well, we're gonna hold it down as usual, on this Friday night. We here to bring y'all some entertainment. Ain't that right, Flowers?
Agreed. Let's get this show on the road.
Yes, sir. I'm going to start off with a little promo. We are now affiliate with Ras Energy Drink. Right? 0 crashes, 0 sugar. And they have all types of flavors. They have performance teas. And actually, I have a performance tea with me right now. So when you go to their website, the link will be in show notes. Use code VOF to get percentage off. Yeah, I got the little performance tea. I love tea. You know how we are in Mississippi.
Is it just regular
sweet tea? Sweet tea.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know how it is in Mississippi. We like our sweet tea.
Look, honestly, the thing that intrigues me is it being sugar free. Because that's a lot of things I drink now is sugar-free drinks because it's too much sugar.
That's right.
You don't need regular drinks.
That's right. Tell me about it. So go over to your local store and pick up your Ras Energy drink. All right. The Bills and the Buccaneers. What a crazy game. What a crazy game. I didn't know the Bills beat the Bucs 24-18, and there's been a lot of talk about officiating. I know we talked about it last week, but I want to show you this play, Flowers, and you tell me what you think. Yeah, I have it right here.
I just don't think he ever really located the football. By the time he looks up, look at that. Ooh. I just don't think he ever really located the football. By the time he looks up, look at that. Ooh. If he would have looked earlier.
Do you think that was PI?
It's a good case. You can't grab somebody like that. That's a catchable ball. That's a catchable ball in my opinion.
Right.
It's not out of the end zone. It's right there, and for him to tug him away from it, it's contact. If you're gonna call what you call prior, previous to what they call with us, you definitely gotta call that. That's that unbiased opinion from me, of course, but.
Right. I have seen it too many times, right? Where a corner tugs on a receiver jersey or hold him a little bit and be no call. And then there'll be a point where the cornerback barely breathes on the receiver and they throw a flag. Like, it's too many inconsistencies. Right?
I agree.
And that's what people had a problem with. Like, it's something, if you're gonna let the boys play, let them play. Don't call no tic-tac pass interference call. But if you calling it tight, call it tight from the first beginning to the end. Like, be consistent. Like, you can't be like, I play corner, so I always try to gauge and see what I can get away with.
Right, early.
Early. If I can get a little hold and I can play a little physical on the outside. And if they start throwing the flag on me early, okay, I see how it is now. But it'd be one way first beginning of the game, then at the close to the end of the game, they gonna throw a flag.
Chris Godwin can't script that kind of movement, of course. He had to be tugged for him to
he would
turn that way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pass interference, but of course they didn't call it.
Yeah, of course. Because it was they'll gave the Bills, the Buccaneers, the ball on one, and that probably would scored. So
Yeah.
can't be having that. So, I know people been complaining about Josh Allen. I don't know what's been up this year with quarterbacks like Justin Herbert and some of these top tiers, but they've been struggling early.
I'm not gonna blame Josh Allen. I kind of feel like Ken Dorsey. We don't talk about Ken Dorsey. Like Ken Dorsey just gets washed away in this, in my honest opinion. It's always McDermott. And McDermott's been there long enough, of course, so I understand why his feet are under the fire. But Dorsey is not Dable. He doesn't call the same game as Brian Dable called, and I think we have to also criticize him too because Josh Allen can only run what's being called. Also, we have to be honest with ourselves because they get away from the Cook kid. The Cook kid gets yardage. They get away from him because they want to throw the ball. Now the rookie, he looked pretty good, Kincaid.
Yeah, Dalton. Yeah,
it can't be Diggs. Trying to force feed Diggs and thinking that's what the offense is going to do, and Josh Allen might take off and run, get a touchdown. Interception, was from a pop-up, from a batted ball. Other than that, it was what we thought the game should have been. The Bills are just better there at home. They win at home. And, we're starting to see what Tampa Bay really is. They've lost, their last 3.
Yeah, they lost they lost to the Falcons this past week, and then they lost to the Bills, and I can't remember the other team they lost to.
Can't remember who else they played. But it's starting to, go downward for them, in my honest opinion.
It just with the Bills, they do get away from the run a lot. I don't understand why, like you said, but people need to realize, like offense coordinators need to realize that when you run the ball, it takes pressure off your quarterback. It makes things easier, open up things for the passing game. So I don't understand that you got legit back there. Use them. It's just that playing system.
Somebody getting 5 yards a pop. Your second downs are short. Your third downs are very short. Then you can be able to throw the quick passes, the RPOs that you want to run and throw. The quarterback keepers, as far as Josh Allen ain't got to run 7 yards for a first down prior to he might can get you 4. He can run 4 yards, and get out of bounds or slide. It's all about, timing, and you honestly have to play the clock. These coordinators have to do a better job of mixing things up and calling plays. They want the big shot so much, but like you say, they just gotta calm down, run the ball. We don't give a damn if it's boring or not. Like you trying to win the game.
Trying to win the game.
So worried about what we think. Just go win the game.
That's all you can do. Slow it down, and them deep shots will come open. Them big time plays will come open, and that's what you gotta look for. All right, we're going to dive into our NFL Week 8 games. I'm surprised. The Saints are, never mind. The Saints versus the Colts. The Colts are 3-4. The Saints are 3-4. The Saints are a point favorite. I'll let you start off first.
Why the Saints a point favorite? I'll be real with you tonight.
I think we haven't lost as much as y'all have, with your quarterback.
We lost close games, other than Jacksonville whooping up on us. But y'all are probably 1-point favorites because we just played Cleveland. It was a physical game. It was a hard hitting game. Even with the score being high. So we're young on the corners, as I've stated prior. To the season. It was one of my main concerns. Juju Brents is out this week, so you got the Baker kid. Kenny Moore's been pretty good in the slot. But I do worry about, Olave. But the question is with that, is Derek Carr going to have enough time to be able to make these throws? Because the front seven is pretty stout. Of course, I'm taking Coach this week. I just feel like Jonathan Taylor is going to get going more and more. Him and Zach Moss is a good combination. And if we can just protect Minshew like we did last week, prior to Myles Garrett wrecking the game, I think we can do enough. But Jonathan Taylor is the key to this game. If he can get going, it'll free up a lot of things on the edges. I'm anxious to see the Michael Pittman and your boy
Lattimore.
on my side.
Yeah.
Lattimore. I want to see that matchup. I think that's going to be a pretty good one. I want to see the front seven against Kamara. I think it's going to be a good game, but it's going to come down to because I think we can bottle up Kamara. I think our front seven can bottle him up in the run game. I'm curious to see how we defend him in the passing game, but I do want to see if Derek Carr can make these, to make the certain throws that's needed to make in this game for y'all. But
I just about to point that out. If Derek Carr can make them throws to Olave, they say they've been working things out behind closed door and everything. So I think they try and mend the relationship. I think he trying to become a leader too bad. Like he want them guys to love him and be a leader so bad. So I think that's why he carry on the way he's doing by yelling at them and everything. I think he's just trying to, put his blueprint onto the Saints. We had Drew for so long, and it's gonna come down to who can run the ball the best, who can control the clock. Cause that's gonna be a key. Whoever can control the clock, turnovers. You gotta eliminate Minshew. We gotta get pressure on Minshew. I know y'all probably gonna limit him passing against our front because we can generate some pressure. So I wonder if y'all can just come out, try to control the line of scrimmage.
I'm hoping for a good balance, and when we do throw it, it's quick and fluent. Brady Smith's out, the right tackle, so Cam Jordan will be going up against the rookie this week. I do worry about that. But inside, like a guard play, our center play, I think we do a pretty solid job in being able to protect that. But I do worry about that right tackle and Cam Jordan.
Yeah, I think they might slide over Carl Granderson. He been our best pass rusher so far. So I think they probably move him around on that D line. So if AR was playing, I feel a lot worse about this game. But I think I'm in the middle. I feel the Saints. I never know. So that's why if AR playing, I'm like, nah, I don't know. We have a chance. But when Minshew playing, I'm kind of like, yeah, I can see it going either way. But the Saints need this, man, with the bus loss. And I promise you, I don't think the Falcons are as good as their record shows because they got a soft schedule just like us, right?
I agree.
So I feel like, everybody saying the ship is burning, we sinking, we suck. Who they already looking at who should we draft? Like the season ain't over yet, guys. It's turmoil, man. You gotta right the ship. All right. So if we can come out with a win, then we still sitting pretty. I think that put a second in the division right behind the Falcons. So I'm taking the Saints, of course, in this one.
May the best man win.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a good game.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, my church have a fall festival. I might be working at the stand on my phone like this.
Man, we need to bring you a little stand with you, man.
Right, I'm bringing a chair.
Yeah.
Bring me something.
Bounce on salt and pepper.
The 4-2 Cowboys play against the 3-4 Rams. The Cowboys are 6.5 point favorite. This game is pretty interesting because these teams are pretty evenly matched. Believe it or not, in in total yards and running the ball, passing the ball. So it's just kind of intriguing that the Rams lose to us when they really need that win, and now they coming to Dallas looking for another win. Looking to get back on track. Can you see them, win in Dallas?
I don't, and I'm only saying this because I just think Dallas, of course, is the overall better roster. Last week, I do think we seen that Pittsburgh had the better roster in the second half. It prevailed over the Rams. Now this is a dangerous game for Dallas. They're coming off a bye, right?
Yes.
They're coming off a bye. Heads up high. They've been talking. Parsons been talking. Jackson. They've been doing all this talking. So they do need to come out and prove a point. I am taking Dallas in this game. They're pretty hard to beat at home. And of course, the thing that separates the two, like last year, like I told you, same thing from last year. The offensive line is not good, so Dallas is going to take advantage of that. Parsons, they're going to force Stafford into a turnover or two, I think, this week, and
which they can do. 30 interceptions.
They're going to force Stafford into a turnover. I bet you can book that. You put that on your slip this weekend. Stafford for an interception. but I do got Dallas being able to cover that. Well, you know what? I don't know. Well, I would think they should be able to cover if they get the turnovers, but I wouldn't mind. I probably just pick them straight up. But
Right.
on a ticket, I probably would bump the Rams up 7.5 if I could.
Yeah, because the Rams have a chance to steal one here, especially against Dallas run defense. It's not that great, but the only thing about the Rams though, they don't have no running back. They brought back Henderson, and you know
Freeman.
Right, Royce Freeman. Wait, I didn't know he was still in the league either. Like he came from Denver.
They signed him back up.
Wasn't he on the practice squad?
I think so.
I saw that.
He was on somebody's practice squad.
Mm-hmm. Dang, was Freeman on somebody's practice squad?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he was.
That's something else, you know. But you know, if Williams was back, I feel a lot better about this game. Cause like I said, Dallas struggled with the run, and they want Stafford to throw the ball. They want him to force the ball,
and they're going to throw it.
They're going to throw it just like they did in the Steelers game, and that's why it's hard to choose this round team because they're so unpredictable. Just like the handful of these teams, they come out looking amazing by throwing in the Puka and now Cooper Kupp. Then all of a sudden they can't protect anymore, and there you go the game. And defense can't stop nobody by passing. So this team is in a building stage. I want to know what's going through Sean McVay's mind with this team. Because at one point he was ready to retire.
Well, I'm quite sure. I mean, he might still. He just had a kid. I think he just had a son. Congratulations. But I mean, I don't think they're far off. They're getting cap back. They're getting draft picks back. The salary cap. I don't know if they're gonna do a Matt Stafford and stuff, but they'll sign a few people and draft a few people, and boom, they're still in the mix. They're pretty good, but you got to fix some things.
Let me ask you this. I just thought about this. With Zach Wilson with the Jets, right? Mm-hmm. You think the Jets are keen on keeping him just till Aaron Rodgers' period is over, or you think he's available for trade?
I mean, money talks, of course. If the price is right, Zach Wilson will, be shipped off. The Jets are, if you probably look at it right now, we don't know how the season will end, but let's say if the Jets won, let's say 7 games, I don't think they'd be eager to keep Zach Wilson. Like, you do see progression in him, but somebody like McVay, that'd be a steal for him because he'd be able to develop somebody like that and make him look better than probably what he is. So it just would depend on how the Jets would finish. And that places the value on Zach Wilson. Mm-hmm.
That's why I was thinking, like, maybe the Rams make a play because Stafford, man, I don't know how he's still walking around.
I got another one for you. And I know we're going to talk about San Francisco. But think about San Francisco. Brock Purdy's out. You're going to see Sam Darnold this weekend. Now, you're going to be able to see somebody that's going to have a strong arm, and you're going to be curious to see how he looks in Shanahan's offense. The ball probably going to come off better, than it did from Brock Purdy. I'm just going to be honest with you. Because when I was looking at this past Monday, you see them you see them sellers. You need a quarterback that can be able to zip that thing in there. So you'll see this kid get out there this weekend, and he'll probably look good.
I think that's why they want to trade Lance, because of the big arm, mobile. Oh yeah, they just didn't think about him not being able to go through progression and get the ball out quick.
Right.
Yeah,
be able to handle it. But Darnold can. That's the thing. So Darnold might add value to himself, and somebody like McVay could get him. So we'll see, but time will tell.
Time will tell. Both of us taking the Cowboys. That's right.
That's right.
All right. The Steelers versus Jaguars. Steelers are 4-2.
This is so sneaky.
Jaguars are 5-2. Both teams don't like to win. They like to drag it out. They just like, we're gonna show for this game. We might show for that game, and it has trap game all written over for the Jazz. Cause we feel like the Jazz are the better team, point blank.
Right.
Definitely
better offense, and that's key. And the better quarterback, that's key.
better overall in everything. Defense, offense. I mean, both of the teams back in are about the same.
Stat wise, yes, but honestly, the Steelers defense compared to
D-line.
Jackson, I think they're getting Cam Hayward back, but you got Highsmith and you got TJ Watt. I don't think Jacksonville can block them. I'm telling you because I see Jacksonville every year. I got a good eye for them. I don't think they can block them, but I can say that. And the only way the Steelers win this game, they're gonna have to force some turnovers from Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence is probably gonna have to throw. Trevor Lawrence is gonna have to throw 2 or more touchdowns to beat the Steelers. I don't think ETN is going. Well, he can, but I'm just willing to think that they're going to try to take ETN out this game this week.
What's keeping the Steelers alive really is their front four getting pressure. They putting teams in long down and distance. I mean, cause they literally almost dead last in every statistical stat. Like, it don't matter if you looking at the run game, the pass defense, the run defense. They like almost dead last in everything. So how in the world this team still functioning?
They find a way.
They find a freaking way. I mean, what they call game on Lamar.
Yep.
Then they call game on Stafford. So it just Trevor Lawrence. This the game trap. He can't.
The trap.
For it dang sure is. And they looking at the Jaguars like we about to catch a exotic animal right now, because the Jaguars, they be taking people lightly and they better than what they can be. I mean, you saw they let the Saints. They had costly turnovers that they better be glad the Saints couldn't capitalize on, or the game been over for them.
Mm-hmm.
So can they protect the football versus the Steelers? That's the biggest question for them. And I don't know. I just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish RC were here to speak on his boy Trevor so I can feel a little bit more comfortable picking the Jags.
Right.
But I mean, I can't. The Steelers,
it's hard. It's hard.
Yes.
Especially because the offense, and I know the Steelers got Deontay Johnson back. They looked a little more vibrant against the Rams, being able to run the ball. Najee looked, he started to, raise his hand up from the dead, but I want to pick the Steelers, but it's just
they at home.
They play, and they're at home. I'm definitely playing the points this weekend with them. My goodness.
Yeah, the Jaguars are a -2 favorite.
See, and it keeps coming down. It keeps coming down because it was higher than that. I promise you it was higher than that earlier today, and it was higher yesterday. I think it was like.
So would you take the plus?
I'm bumping it. You say it's 2?
It's -2 for the Jags.
I'm bumping it up 3.5 if I can with Jacksonville. I mean Steelers way, because Mike Tomlin at home as an underdog, his record is amazing.
Yeah, because the Ravens came in the Pittsburgh and lost.
I'm gonna take the Steelers. I'm gonna go on a limb and I'm taking the Steelers this week. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the Steelers.
I'm gonna ride the Jags. I mean, they cannot keep winning like this. The Steelers, they just can't. They can't keep thriving like this. It's unfathomable.
The Jags are getting short. I know I'm gonna sound like a hater because I'm a Colts fan, but the Jags are getting there, and they I think they lead the league in takeaways, and they're getting short fields, and that's how Trevor Lawrence is capitalizing. But I'm telling you, there's something about these and Pickett and company play better in the fourth quarter.
With Deontay. Mm-hmm. And now, like I said,
in the fourth quarter, they got Deontay Johnson back. The offense is going to be a little better. I just feel like this is upset. The Jags have been rolling as of late, and this is it's always a game or two every week that we think, okay, they're going to take care of business, and you're like, damn.
They dropped the ball again. Mm-hmm. And Jazz, they've been doing it this year, but, I don't ride with them.
I wouldn't be shocked if they won.
I mean, it wouldn't be shocked, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Steelers won either, because the Jazz, man, they just don't know how to finish yet. I don't know what it's gonna take for them to get over the hump to learn how to put away teams and stop playing around with these games. Because Trevor, to be honest, Trevor just haven't had like a great year. It's just been average.
I agree because he started off great. He had a great game against us, but honestly, it's just been, it's been up and
Seesaw.
down. He does enough, but like I've been telling you, the takeaways they've been getting gives them these short fields, and they're able to cash in because he's better in the red. They're pretty good in the red zone. Doug Peterson, he calls great plays. So if they can just if Pickett and them don't turn the ball over and they can capitalize off Trevor, 2 or 3 times, get to him, sack him, and just have a hard day. I just think the Steelers are gonna steal this.
It's gonna be fun for sure. All right, 3-4 Vikings versus the 2-4 Packers. The Vikings are just a 1.5 point favorite.
It's in Green Bay, right?
It's in Green Bay.
I'm taking Minnesota.
He's not getting. I mean, the Packers they still can run this division. Surprisingly,
I mean, Detroit's gonna win the division. Minnesota's gonna be bouncing. I feel like Minnesota's starting to find themselves. You said something 2 weeks ago, and it's honestly becoming true that Kirk Cousins is better without Jefferson. The ball distribution and everything else. So there's they're starting to run the ball a little more. Addison Kidd is starting to come on more. You got T.J. Hockenson. Do you trust Jordan Love to outdo a Kirk Cousins? That's all I'm saying.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
I ain't trust Jordan Love to outdo my son. He's not even a quarterback.
I'm telling you, my son 3.5 so bad in Jordan Love, my Lord.
Look, what's so surprising was Jordan Love's first game was pretty amazing. Then all of a sudden, he turned to Jordan hate. It just
get film on him, then they start taking away things. It's not like he got dynamic people on the outside, and I'm not
Christian Watson. I feel like they use him as a one-trick pony, though.
He is they don't give him nothing complex. They haven't turned Jordan Love loose. If you honestly look at it, they got the kid in I formation, sending out 2 wide outs and 2-man routes. With max protection. What the hell is he throwing to? He's not throwing to anybody. They might sneak Hargrave out on the delay, because he's chipping. But that you got 3-man routes, simple routes that he's throwing to. It's nothing complex. There's nothing, anything about it. The run game is is there. I think Aaron Jones will be back this weekend.
That's why I was just looking at Aaron Jones.
Brian Flores is gonna blitz the hell out of Jordan Love. We'll see what he does.
Yeah, cause I need to know what he's made of, and this is the division game, and he need this win to stay in the hunt. I think they're 2 games back of the Lions right now, so they need all the division wins they can get, and this is the time to get one. I know the Vikings. You know how it is when these teams they get these big wins over a team that people never expect them to win. They come out flat. But I wouldn't take the Vikings lightly because of what they did against the 49ers. It just all depends on how the Packers going to use Aaron Jones. I'm getting tired of them putting A.J. Dillon on the field. Convert him to fullback because he literally cannot run the rock. I don't know why y'all keep force feeding this man. I mean, that guy
had no choice.
That gotta be somebody on a practice squad that can take over from him. He can't get no more than 3 yards or something like that.
I wish they would have kept Kylan Hill, the kid from Mississippi State.
The scat back.
Yes, I don't understand I'm quite sure they probably just didn't work. It just didn't work out, but I feel like that kid had promise. I know he got hurt. I just feel like they should have kept him and just seen what he had. This definitely would have been a good time to be able to let him play.
He can't help out Jordan Love because he can't catch the ball at the backfield. So he's kind of like, you don't know what he's going to do. He's going to run it right up the gut.
Right up the gut.
No hole, or there is a hole, there isn't a hole.
I'm saying our formation with Dillon in the back, like it's a handoff or, like I say, a simple 2-man route. Like, come on.
Hey, you too big to be getting stuff, man. You too big.
It's all for show and not go, as they say.
Right. Because they thank God that Aaron Jones is back, so he can take pressure off Jordan Love. But I'm taking the Vikings also. All right, next game. Seahawks, the 4-2 Seahawks versus 4-2 Browns. Seahawks are a 3.5 point favorite. We bragged on PJ Walker.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder to see what they're gonna do against the Seahawks and Geno Smith. What you think gonna happen?
Well, before I make a prediction on this game, I am curious how the Seahawks injury report look because I think Kenneth Walker's on there, Metcalf. They're gonna need everybody. They need all hands on deck this week.
Let me see. Can I pull up? Man, Kenneth Walker, he stay hurt.
Yeah, I mean they give it to. I mean he toast the rock. The Charbonnet kid. I think is still out. That's not good. I think I'm gonna go with Cleveland this week just because Seattle was just banged up.
I'm not seeing his name on the list.
Who?
Kenneth Walker.
So
they say he failed. Well, they say he failed to practice earlier in the week, but not listed on the Seahawks final injury report.
Okay, he's gonna play. What about DK? Is DK on there?
DK is not on here, but Tyler Lockett is.
Okay, well, you know what? Since it's clean,
it's in Seattle. If it make you feel better.
I think I am going to go with Seattle this week. The defense is good enough to turn PJ Walker and company over. They'll get to him. I think it'll be back and forth in a sense, but I just think with Seattle being at home and they got their weapons. Now, they were missing DK and Kenneth Walker. Of course, I'm picking the Browns, but I think it's time for Cleveland to take an L. They should have took one last week, so karma's due.
They should have took one for the old 49ers. They should be 0-2.
Yes, but the refs can't keep saving them now.
They escaped the L's.
It's time to take an L.
It's time because they going Jerome Ford is questionable with an ankle, and I know how much they've been leaning on him a lot. I don't trust this Brown team. I don't think they're even that good. I think their defense is good. Maybe Watson. I don't even know they'll win with Watson.
I don't trust Watson. Yeah, I don't trust them.
I need to talk to the Browns fan because I need to pick their brain on what they're seeing with Deshaun. Yeah, look, because this is terrible. And I don't know. I saw an article about Deshaun Watson call it bullcrap on why he got taken out the game. I didn't read the report, but I seen the headline. He was clapping back at a reporter on asking why he didn't come back in the game. Okay, and told him the reason why.
His shoulder, I think they were saying his shoulder when I was watching the game.
They didn't say bullcrap.
Well, okay, if that's the case, why you weren't in the game? I mean, they saying he got like a pitching injury with his rotator cuff, and they're saying it takes a pitcher 4 to 6 weeks to heal from it. So I'm telling you, when you see him throwing the ball, you can tell something wasn't right. It was like a wince when he was throwing it. Like it wasn't fluent. It just wasn't a fluent follow through with his throw. Yeah. You can kind of tell it was a jam in his throw. So I just think, like you say, like RC say, Deshaun Watson, he likes to do this and that. He doesn't want to take the criticism. I mean, you're making $230 million, sir. You got to be able to take this kind of criticism because you need to be out on the field. You need to be available for this team because it's a pretty good team. And PJ Walker can only do so much for so much longer.
Right. We ranked the Browns collectively. I think we ranked them 15 or 16th.
Yeah.
Going into the year. So, and we were putting that on Deshaun. We were counting on Deshaun taking that offense to the next step. And it just seems like with him, man, you kind of wondering, like, should we pay him all that money? Should we make his demands and just let him went to the Falcons? Because that whole ploy was for him to get more money. Him saying he's going to go to the Falcons and he's going to go to the Saints. I think he was just trying to bid to see who's going to get to pay him the most. So I don't know. I don't know how things would turn out for him if he would have picked the Falcons or the Saints. To be honest, I don't know.
True. We'll never know.
You never know. But here he is on the injury report list. All right, I'm taking Seattle also. All right. RC game right here. 5-2 49 versus 3-3 Bengals. The 49ers are 4.5 point favorite. -4 point favorite. I'll let you be the 49ers correspondent.
They're at home or this is away?
They're at home.
Okay, I'm gonna do my RC impersonation. The 49ers ought to be pissed off. They've lost 2 in a row.
Right.
They haven't been getting pressure on the quarterback. They've been giving up things. I'm kind of scared of this game because they have 2 or 3 people that can take the top off on the defense. This is a different defense that is being called. That's being called by Wilkes. I think we're starting to see the difference. It's not saying they're not good. I just think it was more button up with D'Amico than what you're seeing with Steve Wilkes.
The corner's been playing kind of sloppy lately.
That's not good. That's not good. You know, you got Jamar Chase, you got T. Higgins, you got these guys coming into town this week. You better be on your P's and Q's. You know, it's gonna come down to Bosa being able to get pressure and these other guys being able to get pressure on Joe Burrow. He's healthier, you know, so oh man, this
and we saw Amari Cooper get loose on him.
Yeah,
and now Addison getting loose on. So now we bringing in Chase. Let me check and see T. Higgins.
Scared. And the Bengals
T. Higgins
defense,
still available. Tyler Boyd.
And I know they won't have Debo again this weekend.
No Debo. He's out shoulder.
I'm taking the Bengals.
Yeah, because I feel a lot better if Brock Purdy was playing.
I just don't know what to expect.
Because I know Sam Darnold, he can get ahead of himself and he can throw interceptions too. But if Brock Purdy playing, I feel like the game be more controlled. I know I see him be a captain of the ship, so I know the game be more controlled. But I wonder if they gonna just take the ball, Sam Darnold's hand, just try to get the running game going. They got 3 running backs, so
what if they get down? What if they get down like, let's say 14-0?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to throw it, man. Like
right.
They can't afford to, and I know they're at home, but I just feel like, man, this is not the time to be playing the Bengals right now with and Trent Williams is hurt. I don't think Trent Williams is gonna play neither.
He's out. He questionable with an ankle.
He might not play either, man.
Then you going up against Henderson, Trey Henderson. You know, he's a grunt.
The Bengals defense is better than what
they are.
They look. You look at the names, you don't know nobody, but they're pretty good.
And
I'm taking the Bengals this week.
They are third in interceptions. The 49ers are first, but the Bengals are third in interceptions. So they like to turn the ball over. They like to get after you. And that's what I'm scared about with Sam Darnold is that, you know, if he get pressure, you know, is he gonna throw it up? I mean, he only have Kittle right now and IU. So it's not like he has a lot. And
they can scheme. They can scheme those guys.
What I'm thinking is they're gonna try to get. If I were them, I'll try to get. I about to say Kamara, McCaffrey more involved in the passing game.
Yeah, take him out.
Mismatches.
Take his legs out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but with the Bengals, they have the offense starting to click. The defense is starting to click. And if Cooper had a big game. Addison had a big game. Who's to tell that Chase won't have a big game?
Or T. Higgins or
T is one of them guys. Yeah. Let me tell you this: the 49ers very glad the Bengals don't have a legit tight end.
I agree.
Hawkinson was eating them up in the middle of the field. He was
look. This might be a game. Tyler Boyd might eat the middle of the field up. We don't know.
We never know, and that was telling to me. So I'm taking. She's like, "Ooh, these jokers." he watches right now, eating his popcorn. I'm taking the Bengals too, because man, no Brock Purdy. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna play. He got concussion. There's no way.
Out, bro.
He's out. We'll just say I don't know why they put him on there question, but he's got a concussion. He's out. So. But hold on, I'm thinking about this too today, Flowers, when I drive my truck. What happens if Sam Darnold just lights everything up? He throw for 3 touchdowns, 300 yards.
I wouldn't be shocked. I would not be shocked.
Wouldn't that give more people more reason to discredit Brock?
Depends.
Because if Sam Darnold run the offense and he hitting big plays downfield and
you're gonna be able to tell if
he's running. He's right. Sam Darnold can run.
Sam can run. Yes,
he can run.
Around. Look, controversial. Look, QB controversies are fluent to come up. So
he's not gonna come up.
Like you say, a 300-yard game, 3 touchdown game, and it looks good. You can be like, damn, man, Brock, you better come back and you better do good. Like he can't afford to mess up.
No. He had a little turnover versus the Browns. I think he recovered that fumble. But them 2 interceptions versus the Vikings, you know how people like to bring up old wounds. They're gonna bring up the Browns game. They'll say, look what happened to the Vikings. So I was thinking about that, like, man, Sam Darnold come out here and look amazing.
Like I say, that ball.
You already know what's gonna be the headliner.
The first thing they're gonna say is Darnold's arm is better. He's probably gonna be better in the cold if they gotta go to Philly in the winter or something like that. It's gonna be out there.
It's gonna be out there for sure. So that's gonna be interesting. I'll be watching the game. I think that's a later on game.
I hope so. I hope it's a 3:00 game. It probably is. Yeah, because they're at home. San Francisco's
at home. It's 3:25. So I probably should be close to home.
Definitely watching it. Definitely watching that one.
All right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find this clip. Where is? All right, let's get into our 2-minute drill. All right. The 2-4 Titans versus 4-3 Falcons. The Falcons are 2.5-point favorite.
Oh, this is an ugly game, but I'm going with the Falcons. They're starting. What's the kid's name?
They starting 2 quarterbacks. They starting Malik and Will. I heard they're gonna be switching.
Levis. I thought they were starting Levis off the back though.
Oh yeah, but I heard they're gonna be switching them out and stuff.
Okay. Well, the Titans, that you can tell they're starting to sell shift. They traded Kevin Byard. I wouldn't be shocked if King Henry is traded by Tuesday. Right. Dallas, if you're smart, go get them. Buffalo, Baltimore, somebody like that. If you're smart, go get King Henry to help bolster your chance to win a Super Bowl.
Right.
But I'm gonna go with Atlanta this week, just because the Titans are they're fainting, man. That's that sinking ship.
You got that right. I'm taking the Falcons too. The 5-2 Dolphins versus the 2-5 Patriots. The Dolphins are a 9.5-point favorite.
No, they're at home too.
They're at home.
I think they cover this week. Give me the Dolphins -9. You know what? I'll bump it down, of course. So give me the Dolphins -7.5 or 8 if I can get it to that. But I think they do cover.
Yes, indeed. I agree. All right, the 2-5 Giants versus 3-3 Jets. The Jets are a 3-point favorite.
Man, take the points with the Giants. Give me the Giants this week.
Is Saquon back? Is he?
Yeah.
I don't mean he playing. Did he play in the? Yeah, he had that fumble. Yeah. That's right. That's right. There. He always on the injury report, so I always like forget sometimes. Shoot, man, I'm taking the Jets. I wouldn't
be shocked.
I know I am.
But I'm definitely playing the point. Like, play the points Giants ways. But you say it was 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, bump that up to 4.5. Look, the Giants just look more professional with Tyrod Taylor. Darren Wallace is appearing. Everybody else is appearing. Saquon is starting to have a little more wiggle room. Look, it's a neutral game. The defense is playing better. I just think Tyrod probably they're just playing better, man. You know, you just gotta go with the trend. They're playing a little better. I understand the Jets have been playing better too, but I just think the Giants might steal this one.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to a close game. Mm-hmm. All right, 3-4 Commanders versus 6-1 Eagles. The Eagles are -7-point favorite.
I was thinking about this game earlier. I was thinking about taking the Commanders straight up, but I'm gonna take the Eagles. And I know Jalen Hurts is hurt, but definitely take the points this week with the Commanders. You know, bump that up to +9, man. Definitely, this is a division game. It's gonna be close. But I'm taking
they already play the Eagles tough anyway. Just like the last 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago,
and last year
it came down to the overtime.
They beat them last year. Mm-hmm.
0-6 Panthers versus 3-3 Texans. The Texans are a 3.5-point favorite.
Vegas, what are you doing to me? Is Vegas trying to tell us something? I just feel, I was thinking about taking Carolina in this game. This is a trap game for Houston, but I'm gonna take the Texans because I just think that Stroud is better. That D'Amico is going to outduel Frank and whatever in the hell they're gonna have schemed up. So I'm taking Houston.
I just can't get past how bad the Panthers play calling is in the O-line. I mean, you can't have both.
Then there's a new play caller. There's new play callers.
Oh yeah, Frank White gave it up. So I mean, I don't know what it's gonna look like. Maybe more quick passes for Bryce Young. Who knows?
I hope they better.
I'm taking the Texans also. All right. 2-5 Broncos versus 6-1 Chiefs. The Chiefs are a 7-point favorite.
No, I think this is a no-brainer.
Yep. Chiefs Kingdom. Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Where you at? Swifties, no, where you at? All right. Every got that right, man. I'm getting tired hearing about it. Man, I actually unfollowed somebody because they were posting. They posted a sports page, and I just see a lot of Taylor Swift posts already. I just unfollowed. They trying to ride it. Yeah, they trying to ride the algorithm. I'm like, bro, I don't want it. I don't want it like that. So,
I respect it.
1-6 Cardinals versus 5-2 Ravens. The Ravens are a 9.5-point favorite.
Man, I seen, I think it was Marlon Humphrey talking smack about Hollywood Brown. Say, man, that's not nobody to prepare for. He was here 3 years. We know what he can do, what he can't do. We ain't worried about him. I got the Ravens.
Right. Hey, but Hollywood has improved his pass catching.
No doubt.
He used to have a lot of drops.
I was wide open touchdown drops. Like, it was bad.
Right. He was bad, but he's doing a lot better with the Cardinals. And of course, it's going to be Dobbs again. Yeah, no Kyler Murray.
Look, somebody asked me today at work. They was like, no Kyler Murray this weekend. I said, man, why would you bring Kyler Murray back this week? This is not the week to bring Kyler Murray.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Bringing him back versus somebody that's like 0-5 like the Panthers.
Yeah, absurd to bring him back right now against Baltimore.
You got there, right?
What's the point spread?
9.5.
I'll bump it down to 8.
Yeah, I feel like that was too high. That's too high. All right. The 2-4 Chargers versus 2-5 Bears. The Chargers are 2-4.
Let me say this right now. If the Bears win this game, y'all better fire his ass. He better not make the because they're in Los Angeles too, right?
Right.
He better not be able to get past the goal post. You better fire his ass on the spot. I'm taking the Chargers this week, but if they lose this damn game, y'all better fire his ass.
Right, guy. He gonna
fire his ass.
If he mess up, you know how many parlays just been destroyed. I don't. And wherever y'all do not take that minus that. Do not take that 8.5 points.
I'm just gonna pick. I don't give a damn if it's.
I'm picking them straight up.
I'm picking them straight up.
Straight up. I ain't picking no points. Straight up. Because they're talking about how Bajan was it Bajan or Pat? I can't remember Bajan. Right?
Bajan, one of them.
Bajan, that story, that love story going on right now.
His father is hilarious.
Yeah, I seen that clip you sent me, man. I was laughing, man. I like somebody put this man on ESPN. Like, can we hire him? Can we hire him at Voice of the Fans?
I'm telling you, man, he is amazing.
Right, man. I'm like, dang, dude, that's your dad. And he was like, he said he won like 20-something
28 times
28
world champion.
Your dad's a legend, bro. You better be putting on a show.
I mean, he grabbed you like that,
right,
man.
Like, yes, sir.
Get you right.
I'm taking the Chargers too. The 5-2 Lions versus the 3-4 Raiders. The Lions are 8-point favorite.
Give me not the Raiders. Give me the Lions. The Lions are gonna beat up the Raiders.
They're gonna be pissed.
I
feel bad for the Raiders.
Dan Campbell's biting kneecaps and slinging arms and legs every damn where. Give me the Lions.
Salivating at the mouth. You got Drew. You ready to bite somebody.
Garoppolo plays. Oh, if you play underdog or you bet, guaranteed Jimmy Garoppolo throws an interception.
First game, he known at least throw one again.
A lot of interceptions this year coming from Jimmy Garoppolo. He's gonna throw another one this week.
You take that to the bank. All right. I saw this clip today. I thought it was hilarious. So I want to show on the show. Somebody help your boy, Carlos Boozer.
Let me check him out.
It's Carlos Boozer here, and I'm partnering with Betway to kick off this NBA season. And they're hooking it up by boosting my picks for opening night. First pick, I got the Suns covering the spread against the Warriors. Second pick, I got the Lakers with the points against the Nuggets. Good luck.
Man, bruh. I don't know. And here comes Spice.
Hi, guys. Carlos Boozer here. And I partner with Clock and Doodle Dumb Dollars Fantasy League for the kickoff of the NBA season second game. And they've allowed me to make a few picks. First pick, I have the Rockets covering the spread over the Magic. Second pick is the Celtics with the points over the Knicks. Good luck.
Oh, man.
Carlos, my guy. Let it go, my guy. Because it's not worth it, man. You can't even lay on your pillow and do this. You can't lay on your stomach. And you know what? It's all right. You got to sleep on your back. You can't even turn to your side because you'll mess with your damn sheets. Take that shit off your face. Take that shit off your face.
Why would they do that to that boy?
That is light-skinned tendencies right there. I tell my son all the time, and he's 3 years old, do not, show me any light-skinned tendencies, please.
Because that's definitely one on my word, man. You're right. He can't lay his face on nothing while smearing it.
Don't doze off.
You can't even wash your face. He got to splash water around his eyes.
Man. Oh, man. He probably washes his face maybe once a day, maybe twice before and after.
He needs to, man. Almost like he's trying to go blackface for a moment.
Don't sweat.
Right.
Don't sweat.
Don't sweat. Oh, they gonna ruin your shirt. You're gonna ruin your shirt, man.
You wear a hoodie at all times.
All right. Let's go and get into a little bit in NBA real quick.
Yes, sir.
So, man, the Lakers were able to bounce back with the win over Suns 195. What you think about this Laker team so far?
Not impressed. I'm just going to be blunt and honest. I'm not trying to throw shade at LeBron James. I understand they're trying to keep him on a minutes restriction. In order for this to work, Anthony Davis is going to have to give them – I know he had a good game last night. He's going to have to give them that consistently. Keyword consistently. He's a ticking time bomb whether he's going to get hurt or not. I'm not wishing them – I'm not wishing any kind of, ill will on the man or anything.
Right.
I'm only going off what I've seen over the past few years. He's going to hurt his ankle or his finger or something. He's going to be out. The Lakers cannot afford that. They couldn't afford to go 0-2. The only reason they won that game is because Durant was by himself. Let's be honest. It was Durant and a bunch of role players. So, and to beat them by 5, that's not really saying too much to me. Like I say, that's a game they were supposed to win. LeBron had to play all 12 minutes of the fourth quarter to be able to pull that game out. So the Lakers better be able to win a lot of these games they're supposed to win like that early so they don't get into trouble they've been getting into the past few years.
It's just weird when you watch this Lakers team. It seems like no type of plays are being run. And when they do run the plays, it seems like it's all geared towards outside shots. Mm-hmm. And as we saw with some of the first game with the Lakers, how AD was not being aggressive. He was being kind of reserved, and Lakers don't need that. They need a fierce number two.
They
Well,
need
he
a
supposed to be
dog.
number one.
No, they need a number one because
Yeah, that's what he need.
LeBron is great still. Like I say, he has to pick his spots, and they're picking his spots. They're trying to lower his minutes so he's, fresher during the season. They can have him during the postseason. He's not banged up. But they need an alpha. They need somebody that's like, I'm gonna take care of the ship. I'm gonna hold you down, LeBron. AD is not that kind of person. His personality is not that. AD just wants to fit in. He wants to be there. He still idolizes LeBron. He's not trying to take guardianship over LeBron. So, he's cool with being the sidekick still, and that's why you see what you see with AD.
Right. At some point, you gotta grow up, son. Mm-hmm. I mean, LeBron is trying to give you the torch. You're like, hey, I need you to do this. I can't do this anymore like that.
I don't want it.
yeah. You're like, me? Nah, you got the wrong guy.
You hold on to
it. You still got LeBron. You still
every now and then just pass it over here, and I'm just give it back to you.
In order to play basketball, you gotta be willing to take the next step. After you surpass one role, you gotta be willing to take on the next role. And AD, he's just not willing to do that. And they either gonna have to trade him or they're gonna have to bring in more pieces.
Trade him for Kyrie. I would. Because it matches both teams because the Lakers have a good all-around squad. Like Torian Prince, all these other guys.
What's that young guy behind AD right now? They come off the bench.
Who is that? Who, Rudy?
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Rudy Hachimura?
Yeah,
Who the other? Who? They got Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, he had a great preseason.
Put him in center. Go get somebody like Kyrie. Like y'all go 4-1. Let Hayes clean the boards up. Sign somebody like have other people that can clean up the boards or whatever, and just play ball that way. And let AD go. Help Luka and be Luka's sidekick because he'll fit that role better. That's just my opinion. But they need AD to be a dog. They need him to be take over, be the alpha, be the number one. That's the only way the Lakers are going to win any damn thing this year. LeBron can't be the best player.
He can't. Not on that team.
No.
He need help, and there's nothing wrong with that.
39.
Is there any team that you think they're going to be a bit surprised this year?
I will. Well, I've said before, Oklahoma City make the playoffs this year. If Zion can stay healthy, the Pelicans will be fine. But if I'm just skimming through, I'm just trying to skim through my mind. If I had to put something on a young and up and coming team that I think they can take a chance, let's watch Orlando. Let's see what Orlando does this year because they got a lot of young pieces.
They do.
Paulo Banchero, they got the Isaac kid back. They got Fultz. They got a lot of pieces that So let's see if they can take a step. I'm always curious to see what LaMelo and the Hornets do. I like LaMelo, so I always hope that they progress. I know they get Miles Bridges back in 9 games. They got the Brandon Miller kid, so let's see what they do. Brooklyn possibility. West. Let's see what Minnesota does this year. And let's see if Memphis can hold the fort down, with Ja being gone. Was it 25 or 30 games? Let's see if
something
Memphis
like that.
can hold the fort down. Also.
Yeah, they only lost by 4 tonight. Yeah, they only lost by 4 tonight to the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Yep. So there's been a lot of talk about James Harden.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people saying it's about James. Some people undecisive. Some people like, yeah, the GM lied to him, but at some point, do you think he just got to come to work? Cause he tried
to come to work. Do you hear what was going on?
No, I heard that he just skipped out. He won't go to practice. He didn't go to the game or something like that.
Let me tell you what happened. Let me clear it up. Okay, so James Harden, he was at practice. Then he didn't come to practice for a week. We didn't hear about the man being fined or anything. So that's one point goes Daryl Morey for not doing that to let it known that this is an issue, this is a problem. All right. So James Harden tries to get on the flight yesterday when they was going to Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
Elton Brand and security stopped him from getting on the flight and told him that he needed to sit back and do tests and this and that. The man's been saying he's in the best shape he's been in. He's in Colorado working out, had a shelf, this and that, trainers. So he's supposedly he's in the best shape of his life. All right. So they tell him that he can't board the plane. Like he came ready to, to play. He got back with the team prior to, the game in Milwaukee. He got back to the team, but they told him he couldn't get on the plane. So now the NBA is investigating because if you're healthy, they want your stars to play. So that intertwines with that. So that's a point to James Harden because he's manipulating the rules because he's saying, well, I'm healthy. I'm in the best shape of my life. I can play. They're not letting me play. What's going on?
I wonder why Charles Barkley jumped down his throat about missing those practices and being out for a weekend.
I mean, obviously, because Charles is old school. And I'm not saying James is right because obviously James is sitting out to cause controversy. He doesn't want to be there. He wants to be traded. So that's his way of stirring up things. And of course, Daryl Morey and company kept him off the plane because they didn't want Embiid and company to be answering questions about James Harden. They didn't want James Harden to be a problem in their minds. So James Harden is not going to miss playing no games because he want to get paid. So he's not going to sabotage himself like that.
The only thing they can do is, in order to fix this, you got to trade him.
It's obvious.
It's obvious. I mean, I don't know why they keep playing the game. Find a suitor and trade him.
Daryl Morey is the problem because he wants something in particular for James Harden instead of just getting rid of him as he would do any other disgruntled player. They can get rid of him, no problem, but he wants something about
because he'd be left with a hole because there's nobody
be left without nothing. Well, and I like Tyrese Maxey. I think James Harden was holding back Tyrese Maxey. I feel like you trade James Harden, get 2 or 3 other pieces. If you can't get a star or a rising star or something in return for him, get 2 or 3 good pieces to go with Maxey and Tobias and Embiid. Make the team better. Because they got plenty of other players on the team.
Because I know he I don't know if he wants to go back to Houston, but Houston got a lot of young players over there.
He wants to go to the Clippers.
The Clippers. I don't know how I feel about that.
I think Moore wanted Terrence Mann and somebody else.
No. You see? Terrence Mann, yeah. Sorry, bud. Terrence Mann was a key part to that team.
The young, piece, that's what Moore wants. Terrence Mann, Maxey, whatever else they're gonna, he would want. Like for Harden, the salaries got to match up too. You got to think about that,
right?
Too. So they would get maybe Norman Powell or something. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But
I'm just saying, if I'm the Clippers, I wouldn't even want Harden because they're already dealing with.
They got a good team now.
I mean, why mess with it? I mean, we just been waiting for Paul George and Kawhi to.
They're back. They're playing. They're healthy.
That's what we've been waiting on.
Westbrook took like 11 shots the other night. I think he had like 11 and 13. Paul George and Kawhi had 20 plus apiece. Westbrook's out there dishing it. Like they're good.
Right, so keep it like that, and that's what we've been waiting on for them two to start playing together. Cause we want to see what they really can do. We know they can take it to the next level.
Look, they got a deep team. You got, like I said, Terrence Mann, Bones Highland. You got all these other players on the bench. Like they're pretty solid.
Right, and that's why LA Lakers looking like, bruh. we can't let the Clippers take over.
Well, they signed Anthony Davis to the same deal Giannis got, the 3-year, 186 to $62 million a year. So, you got to lay in that. Like I say, now you can move AD, but we doubt they do it.
Right. Let's GM LeBron say so, then they might pull or something. I saw someone curious a couple of days ago. Might have been 2 days ago. But Giannis came out and said this about Dame's role. It's pretty simple. He said this is his team.
Mm-hmm.
You agree with Giannis coming out and saying it?
Yeah, I agree. Hell yeah. He wants Damian Lillard to be himself. He wants Damian Lillard to be the closer. You see what happened last night.
Yeah, he closed it out.
He closed it out, you know. That's what they want. They just want Damian to be comfortable, to let them know, don't change. We want you to be yourself here, but you have vets. And you heard Damian talk about it after the game, was saying, you know, everything it was different, you know, it was new, but it felt good to play with people that I didn't have to tell them to do this. They already knew to do this, and they let me do this and this and that, and everything is just fluent and everything was in rhythm for him. He had 39, you know. That's what Milwaukee needed at the end of the game. He he got an and one, and then he hit a 30-foot 3-point jump shot. You know, it looked good. And, you know, that's gonna be tough. That, like I say, man, that pick and roll with Giannis and Dame is gonna be tough to defend. You know, they got size. Hopefully Middleton can pick it up. If not, ship his ass up out of there and go get somebody else.
He been on the. I don't know if he's on a decline, but man, he just been looking kind of sloppy out there lately.
Yeah.
Yikes!
Might have to find somebody to replace that.
Younger.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Let's go through the NBA scores real quick. The Thunder beat the Cavs 108-105. The Celtics beat the Heat 119-111. The Knicks beat the Hawks 126-120. The Pistons beat the Hornets 111-99.
That messed up my ticket right there.
That messed up my ticket too. I had the Hornets by 4.
Everything else I had the Thunder beating the Cavs. I had all the other stuff right.
Yeah, I had all this. And I actually had some hockey games. I had 3 hockey games right. Flowers. The Hornets messed me up, man. I had the Blackhawks plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5. That's a good pick.
The Vegas Golden Knights are legit. They legit, but the Blackhawks now, they tough. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that point. I'm gonna take that plus 1.5.
That was a good call.
Yeah. The Grid Nuggets beat the Grizzlies 108-104, and there's still a couple games going on right now.
Right. So, what about the Spurs? What that Spurs and Dallas game looking like? Spurs.
It's going to overtime, 111-111.
Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So we continue to put our basketballs parlays and stuff for y'all. Matter of fact, Flowers have his basketball pick of the day. It would be for tomorrow's game. So who do you have, Flowers?
Give me the Pelicans, man. Give me the Pelicans tomorrow. I think they play the Knicks.
Knicks, yes.
Yeah, definitely give me the Pelicans. Put that with your college football stuff. Mix a little NBA with it. They'll give you one up tomorrow.
Yeah, so place that bet through Bet Us. We are brought to you by Bet Us. We got your game. NBA season's kicked off, man. It's amazing. We got a lot of good sports going on. Hockey, baseball is in the World Series right now, and we got NFL and college football. So use Bet Us. Man, Flowers, can you feel yourself kind of shifting away from a little betting on college football a little bit to NBA since it's
Yep, no doubt.
I did it to the I'll look at that.
NBA and NFL, most definitely. And
right.
You know what? But still, I'm gonna skim through college, and like I say, it won't be me betting as much more. You know, I might take a few. This is the time of the year you can take 3 here, 3 there. You can take 2 from hockey, 2 or 3 from college football, 2 from NFL, 2 or 3 from NBA, and make you a great ticket.
And that's what I did today. I took 3 from hockey. I took 4 or 5 games for NBA. I took 2 NFL games. But since the Hornets messed me up, so I guess I'll start again tomorrow.
I think I still got one open. I think I made one saying Detroit was going to win after I seen it. Because like when in the first quarter, you can kind of get a feel.
They were up by 10.
Yeah, so you can kind of tell, they probably gonna win that. So make you a live one, add it on to it. That's what you got to start doing. I think I'm tearing up underdog tonight. I can't wait to get off the check, but I think I might have
me too.
On underdog tonight. Yeah,
because what I'm gonna start doing is I might put a little parlay together to add more money to my account, so I can continue. So I can make some bigger tickets.
Build
it up a little bit, so I can start making some bigger tickets with more money. Cause I'll be doing like $5, $3.
I'm gonna start doing that too, and I'm gonna start betting like 20 on like 3 people.
Right. I see a lot of people doing it.
That's the best way to do it.
I see some rich guys. They bet like 3 or 4 games, and they put $100 on that thing.
Yeah, put a couple hundred on it.
Payout
That's
be
the best
nice.
way to do it, man.
Payout be nice. Yeah, so that's what my new game plan is. I mean, I thought about it all last night. I'm like, all right, my new strategy is to win $20 or $30, then keep adding it up, then start betting a little bigger as it go on.
And maybe take $10 and bet on 4 people, something like that. 20 bucks, and bet on 4 people. Start doing it that way. You'll have a better chance because you're gonna get, because I always get, if I don't hit, I'm gonna get 4 out of 5 majority of the time. So I'm thinking to myself now, instead of just play a little more money and just
play the long game.
Play, pick 4 instead of the 5.
Mm-hmm. Because some people try to go for the home run. And I saw that's how I was starting off, man. If I start talking to you, I'm betting all these games, I see the payout, like, oh yeah, let's go. And I'm like, oh no, that's not the way to do it.
Like I want to take, for real, I want to take like 50 or maybe $100 and pick like a 5 or 6 team parlay, like 2 basketball, 2 NFL, or 3 NFL and 3 NBA. Take $50, $100, do a 6-man parlay. Boom.
Bam. That's it right there, fellas. You heard from Professor Flowers. He gonna write a book and all.
One day.
One day.
When we all get rich.
Right. You got that right. So, guys, thank y'all for tuning into the show. That was our NFL Week 8 preview.
Great show.
We'll be back Monday or Tuesday. It just all depends. Who played Monday? Hold on, I think Raiders and Lions. Y'all watching that game? Y'all gonna watch? Y'all gonna be watching in and out? So we can do the show Monday.
Yeah, we can do the show Monday. That's cool.
Okay, that's cool with me. All right, Flowers. Thank you for joining me, and fans, thank y'all for joining me tonight.
No doubt.
We'll be back Monday.
Peace and blessings.
We out of here.